in the post will be a 6'1" grad student, Denisha Gardner from Norwalk, Connecticut. For Eastern Kentucky, they will start Terry Goodlett, a 5'6" junior from Louisville, Kentucky, averaging 8.5 points a ball game. Bria Bass gets the start also for EKU. She is joined by Samari Mowbray, Dee Davis, and Ilea Green. Those are the starting lineups. Today's tip-off is brought to you by UK Healthcare's Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine Program. Ranked among the top 50 in the nation by U.S. News & World Report, UK Healthcare's Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, the official team physicians for Eastern Kentucky Athletics. Ball is in the air, and the tap is controlled by the Colonels of Eastern Kentucky, who go right to left here, as we call it for you, on a 3-ball opening up is Samari Mowbray in the deep right corner on the Colonels' first possession. Mowbray knocks down the three, a 34% three-point shooter on the year is Samari Mowbray. 3-0 Eastern Kentucky. Colonels will fall back into a 2-3 zone. Southeast Missouri gets their first offensive touch of the orange leather here in Richmond. Harshberger from 13. Her shot is no good, and the rebound is into the hands of Dee Davis of Eastern Kentucky. Your officials for this afternoon's game, Charlie Hurst, Tracy Drake, and Ivan Fulton. Down low, they try to work it to Bass. Draws the double team. Kick it out to Goodlett. Quick pass, left wing three. Mowbray, too strong on that one. Bria Bass grabs the offensive rebound. She sticks it up with a little left-hand hook shot in the middle of the lane. And the Colonels have scored the game's first 5 points. Eastern Kentucky scored the game's first 8 Thursday against Southeast Missouri. They go into they stay in the 2-3 zone, do the Colonels. Here's Harshberger, left baseline. Shot is no good. Samari Mowbray jumps up to gets the rebound for Eastern Kentucky. We've played almost a minute and a half here in the opening frame. 5-0 Eastern Kentucky. Terry Goodlett crossing over at the center circle. Gets a screen from Green. Back out to Bass. Team's leading scorer on the year. Right side of Samari Mowbray in front of head coach Rika Patterson in her 5th year. Mowbray drives in with the shot clock at 4, drives all the way around and scores on the left block. Samari Mowbray with 5 of Eastern Kentucky's 7 points. Much more aggressive style of play here early on from the Colonels. Tecia Thompson angles straight away. Left side to Pruitt. Pruitt drives in. Finds her teammate Gardner down low. Back to Pruitt, who will score on the right block. Taylor Pruitt, a 5'6" sophomore, averaging 10 points a game. Scored 4 points in a season-low 19 minutes Thursday for Southeast. 7-2 Eastern Kentucky. Colonels looking to get it down low to Ilea Green. Guarded well in the post by Gardner. They get it into Green, and she goes into the middle of the lane, and a little hook shot of her own. Swish from Ilea Green. Ilea Green averaging 7.7 rebounds. Had 6 and 8 against UT Martin on Thursday. Right wing three is no good by Carrie Shepard, 10th in the country, and made 3-pointers. Can't get that one to fall, and it's out of bounds, and it will go to Eastern Kentucky. Carrie Shepard, a 24-year-old redshirt senior. Began her playing career at Missouri. 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Terry Goodlett gets a screen from Bass. Goodlett stops, swings it left side to Dee Davis. Davis puts down the dribble. Shepard gives her baseline. Davis drives, gives it over to Green. 3-ball on its way to the left wing, no good. Bass chases down the rebound in the corner. She is doubled, and it's stripped from her by Thompson, but Thompson was on the end line, and it will go back to Eastern Kentucky. Latrice Sane, along with Jocelyn Taylor, checking in for Southeast Missouri as Harshberger and Gardner have a seat. 9-2 Eastern Kentucky, 6:43 to play first quarter. Goodlett coming off a screen, gets the ball on the right baseline. Her 15-footer is no good. Thompson the rebound for Southeast. Thompson dribbling it, lost it, but it goes to Pruitt. Pruitt will pull the trigger on a 3. Leaves it short, and the rebound for Eastern Kentucky's Ilea Green. Ilea Green has grabbed 6 or more rebounds in each of the last 5 games. Davis holds, Now will go between the legs. Davis wanting to drive, and it's stripped from her by Carrie Shepard. And here come the Redhawks the other way as they go left to right here at McBrayer Arena. Shot from in close is no good. And Bass the rebound for Eastern Kentucky. That's Bass's third rebound already. First defensive rebound. Mowbray in the corner. Flips it over to Bass. Advances it in the corner to Davis. Step into a three. Too strong. And the rebound for Southeast Missouri in Jocelyn Taylor. Pruitt gives it over to Thompson, who will hand it right back to Taylor Pruitt. 5'6" sophomore from Arlington. Over to Latrice Sane. 15-footer is no good. And she tried to chase down her own miss. Could not. Bass with her fourth rebound already for the Colonels. Mowbray left wing three on its way. Wide right. And there is the rebound for Southeast Missouri's Carrie Shepard. Shepard goes all 94 feet. Goodlett tries to take a charge, and she does so. Terry Goodlett stands straight up, draws the charge. Ivan Fulton calls the charge against Southeast Missouri. And the Redhawks will go back in to half court, trailing 9-2 to Eastern Kentucky near the halfway mark here in the opening quarter. Tecia Thompson out. Sophie Buzzard in for Southeast Missouri. Goodlett holds straight away, now puts down the dribble, and we have a 3-second violation called on the Colonels, Ilea Green. Timeout on the floor with 4:58 to play. First quarter, 9-2 Eastern Kentucky. This is Colonel basketball from Learfield IMG College. Top 9-2 here early on. At the first media timeout here in the first quarter. Eastern Kentucky shooting 44%, Southeast Missouri 14%. Southeast Missouri leads the conference in scoring per game at 73.8 a ball game, 39th best in the nation. Buzzard for Southeast Missouri gives it over to Shepard. She is defended by Quay Stanton. Buzzard gives it over to Pruitt. Ball fake, gets around Bass, drives baseline, shot no good. Battle for the rebound, chased down by Goodlett. 2-on-2, Stanton has it for Eastern Kentucky. The layup off the glass can't bounce home as it bounced twice and hung on the rim and went off there. And it goes into the hands of the Redhawks. Left wing, Taylor Pruitt gives it over to Buzzard. She wants to drive baseline, and a foul called offensive on Southeast Missouri away from the basketball. I think they may have got Sane with the push off. As Buzzard was driving on the right baseline, Sane was on the left block. And we'll see if that's who they get it on. Green straight away. Gives it over to Mowbray, left wing. Coming off a screen, they get it to Stanton. Stanton drives in, 2 feet in the paint, and Shepard steals it away. 1-on-1, Shepard against Mowbray, and Shepard will score. Carrie Shepard with her 45th steal of the year. Played in 28 games across 2 seasons at Missouri before transferring to Southeast Missouri. Cuts the EKU lead down to 5 at 9-4. Bass, 3-ball on its way, too strong. And offensive rebound, though, by the Colonels as Mowbray climbs in there and gets the rebound. Eastern Kentucky already with 3 offensive rebounds. Bass holds straight away over to Mowbray. Puts down the left-hand dribble. Right side to Stanton. Shot clock at 4. Goodlett, 15-footer, left baseline short. Pruitt the rebound for Southeast Missouri. 3 minutes to play, first quarter, 9-4 Eastern Kentucky. Latrice Sane tries to go up for a shot fake, and Green bit on it and slams the right hand against the forearm of Latrice Sane. That is a foul, and that'll go on Aaliyah Green, her first and the team first. Tecia Thompson in for Taylor Pruitt for the Redhawks. Carrie Shepard will inbound it. Eastern Kentucky winning the battle on the boards early on, 10-5. Out of the inbounds. Heads up play by Bria Bass as she saw the cutting action coming and stood still right above the restricted arc. And a great job taking the charge by Eastern Kentucky's Bria Bass. Second charge taken by Eastern Kentucky this afternoon. And 2 of the 3 turnovers for Southeast have been as a result of that. Goodlet, left wing, over to Stanton. Fakes baseline, draws into the middle, over to Green. Hook shot in the middle of the lane, in and out, no good. Thompson the rebound for Southeast Missouri. Leads the team in boards at 8 a game. Thompson all the way into the right block, too strong. With contact, Latrice Saint, offensive rebound. Her shot from in close is no good. And there for the rebound is Ilea Green, and the Colonels will jog it into forecourt. 2 looks for Southeast Missouri, can't score. Straight away, Stanton pitches it to Mowbray. She now pounds that right-hand dribble over to Goodlet. Buzzard comes out and defends her. Goodlet right back to Samari Mowbray in the corner to Bria Bass. 10 on the shot clock, approaching the 2-minute mark here in the opening quarter. Green gets it on the right block, drives middle, shot in close, no good. And with 2 minutes to play, Carrie Shepard chases down the rebound with her team down by 5. Sane, 19 feet from the basket, straight away over the left corner to Thompson, drives in, draws the double team, pitches it over to a teammate, and Taylor, her left baseline shot is short, and the rebound for Eastern Kentucky. Make it 12 boards for the Colonels. Eastern Kentucky sets its play in motion. Bass looking on a bounce to Ilea Green, drives baseline, and she is fouled. Ilea Green getting more touches down low, looking for her coming off the screens. And a good pass by Bria Bass on the post entry. That will send Ilea Green to the line. So Ilea Green will go to the line where she is a 64% free throw shooter. Ilea Green shooting 56% from the field in the last 5 games. Eastern Kentucky with a 9-4 lead. Colonels as a team, 9th best in the conference in free throw shooting at 64.4. First one by the Cincinnati transfer, rattles home. So Ilea Green will have one more. Second one by Green is too strong. And the rebound to Southeast Missouri. 10-4, good buddy, is your score. Eastern Kentucky on top. Thompson with the left elbow jumper, it's no good. And the rebound is controlled by the Redhawks, and we have a foul on Eastern Kentucky. No, a tie-up. It'll stay with Southeast Missouri. It'll be the Redhawks to inbound it, as Rose Scott will inbound it. The 5'8 freshman from Arkansas driving baseline is Thompson, and she will score her first points of the game for Southeast Missouri's leading scorer, Tecia Thompson, who scored in double figures in 10 straight games. Left wing, Stanton, guarded by Scott. Bass has it, now in the corner on the right side to Mowbray, and she telegraphed a pass almost stolen away, but it's out of bounds near the Southeast Missouri bench, and will stay with the Colonels. Mowbray out. D. Davis back in for the Colonels. Colonels have played 6 here in the opening quarter, and they lead it by 4, 10-6. Davis coming off a screen, looking down low for Bass, posting up. Shot clock at 5. Left side to Stanton. She'll drive in, crossing over. Shot clock at 2. Contested fadeaway 15-footer. It does not draw iron, and it will go to Southeast Missouri. Good defense by the Redhawks. Southeast Missouri, 5th in the conference in scoring defense. They allow their opponents just shy of 63 points a game. 14 feet straight away. Thompson drives in, has her shot rejected at the cup by Ilea Green. Goodlet has it, 3-on-3 for Eastern Kentucky. Goodlet drives in, gives it over to Ilea Green, who goes off the glass and scores. Beautiful dish by Terry Goodlet to Ilea Green. Green now has 5, and the Colonels' lead is double at 12-6. 10 seconds to play, opening quarter. Pruitt goes between the legs at the center circles. Right side to Harshberger with 3 seconds to play. Thompson, right baseline jumper, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it will not matter, as that will end the first quarter of play here in Richmond, with Eastern Kentucky on top, 12-6 over Southeast Missouri. Come back for the second quarter. This is Colonel basketball from Learfield IMG College. Eastern Kentucky holds their opponents to 37% shooting from the field, third best in the conference, 67th overall in the country. They hold Southeast Missouri team that leads the conference to 6 first quarter points and a turnover on the first possession by Eastern Kentucky as Terry Goodlett has it stolen away from her by Carrie Shepard, and a foul called on Terry Goodlett of the Colonels. Goodlett's team first to the second quarter. Reset the fouls. And it'll be Pruitt going to the goal to our right. Shepard drives in over to Pruitt. Lob pass down low, and Ilea Green just spikes it like a volleyball. And it goes out of bounds. And it will stay with Southeast Missouri. 14 on the shot clock, 9:34 in quarter two. Shepard, a quick toss out of the inbounds in the corner. Over to Pruitt, puts down the dribble. Left side, they work it to Thompson. Drives in, gets around Davis. Contested 15-footer on the baseline, no good. Offensive rebound by Gardner, and she will score on the second chance. Denisha Gardner, who played 2 seasons at Central Connecticut State College, began her collegiate career at Dean College. Averages 3 points a game, gets her first 2, and it's 12-8 Eastern Kentucky. Bass, a 3, no good. Davis tries to tip the rebound, and it's into the hands of Southeast Missouri, who have its numbers the other way. Shepard all the way in on the right block and scores. And it's down to a 2-point game. Carrie Shepard now has 4 for Southeast Missouri. The Redhawks 2 for their first 3 here in quarter number 2 shooting. Goodlett, long 2 on its way. Colonels need it, can't get it. And it's a rebound for Southeast Missouri. Here come the Redhawks. Shepard looking to give Southeast Missouri the lead. And she does with her first made 3 of the game. And a timeout to Samantha Williams with 8:28 to play in the first quarter. Make it the second. Southeast Missouri opens the second quarter on a 7-0 run. And they take the lead for the first time at 13-12 on a made 3 by Carrie Shepard. One of the more dangerous three-point shooters in the country. He's hit 9 threes in the last 2 games combined. Stanton skips it all the way across to D. Davis on the right side. Approaching the 2-minute mark played in the first half. 13-12, Southeast Missouri with the 1-point lead. Right side, Davis. They work it down low to Green, who tries to go off the glass, no good. Get her own second chance opportunity for a second, but it's stripped from her by Tecia Thompson. Left side, the Redhawks working with a 1-point lead. Trying to work down low, and good job by D. Davis to get in front of the passing lane and deflect it, and it's a steal for Eastern Kentucky. Goodlett goes elbow right to Green, who will now step out near the 3-point line and throw it dangerously to Bria Bass. And Taylor almost steals it for Southeast Missouri. Samari Mowbray into the lineup for Eastern Kentucky. She replaces Quay Stanton. Eastern Kentucky only 1 off the bench so far, and that was Quay Stanton. It's been the starters for them all this game except for Quay Stanton, who's played a little over 9 minutes. Goodlett drives in, shot clock at 8. Green straight away, trying to look for Bass down low. Bass off the glass, she is fouled. Going up on the right block. Eastern Kentucky really trying to post both Ilea Green and Bria Bass. Got some matchups that they like. And it's led to some points for Green and Bass. And now Bass will look to add to her 2 points with a free throw and can't. Bria Bass, a 67% free throw shooter. Only player in double figures Thursday against UT Martin with 11 points. Scored in double figures in 3 of the last 4 games for the Colonels. Looking to tie it at 13. And she goes 0 for 2. Rebound to Jocelyn Taylor for Southeast Missouri. Pruitt will signal the play call into half court. D. Davis almost steals it away. Now straight away, Thompson. Mowbray comes out and defends the all-conference player. Tecia Thompson straight away to Pruitt. Right back to a cutting Thompson, right block. Goes up over Green. Off the glass, too strong. Taylor taps it out of bounds, and it will go to Eastern Kentucky. Colonels still have not scored here in the second quarter. It was a quarter where they only scored 3 points on Thursday against UT Martin and were outscored 24-3. They have been outscored by 84 points this year in quarter number 2. Looking to scratch the scoring column here. Davis gets a screen straight away to Mowbray. Right side back to D. Davis. Davis goes between the legs, looking for Green, posting up. Pruitt out on her. Davis goes up for the shot, has it stripped from her, gets it right back. Davis scores. It worked out anyway as D. Davis into the scoring column for her first 2 points. Lead back goes to the maroon and white. 14-13. Pruitt will hold up the left hand, sealing the play call for the Redhawks. As head coach Samantha Williams looks on at her EKU defense. Harshberger, left baseline, works it down low, and it's off the hands of an Eastern Kentucky player, Aaliyah Green, with 9 on the shot clock, working to get it on the right block, and it will stay with the Redhawks at 6:10 to play before halftime. Carrie Shepard will inbound it. Over in the corner, Buzzard, ball fake. Now goes to the left, back to the right wing. Right side to Harshberger. Gives it right back to a cutting Buzzard, defended by Green, and a shot clock violation. Third straight game that the Colonels defense has forced a shot clock violation. And with 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter, it's a 1-point Eastern Kentucky lead, and they will have the basketball, looking to add to that lead. Colonels send Bass and Green out. Just a bit extended from the foul line, looking to set screens. Green, a little 8-foot shot on the right block. It's no good. And Thompson with the head of steam gets the rebound and goes all 94 feet and draws the foul on the Colonels. Aaliyah Green comes over to her first-year head coach and gets a few words of advice. That'll send Tecia Thompson to the line. Quay Stanton back in for Terry Goodlett for the Colonels. Tecia Thompson, a 80% free throw shooter, and she converts the first one. One more for the corporate communications major. Notched her second consecutive double-double Thursday at Moorhead. 20 points, 11 rebounds. And she goes 2 for 2. And Southeast Missouri retakes a 1-point lead. And now they come with full court pressure. Stanton still in backcourt, now gets it in with 2 seconds to spare. 5.5 to play, second quarter. Here is Stanton, guarded by Buzzard. Goes behind the back. A lob pass over to Davis on the left wing. 9 on the shot clock. Davis drives in. Floats a pass that was out of control. And trying to find Bass on the opposite side. And Davis turns it over for Eastern Kentucky. That is the 5th turnover of the game for the Colonels, and they will fall back into a matchup zone. Gardner swings it over to Thompson. Thompson goes straight away, flips it over to Harshberger, right side Buzzard. She'll fake, drive baseline, has her shot rejected at the rim by Aaliyah Green. Sophie Buzzard at 5'8", tried to go up against 6'2" Aaliyah Green. And it is the second block of the game by Aaliyah Green and the 36th of her season. With 11 on the shot clock, Redhawks lob it in dangerously to Carrie Shepard. Stanton comes out and closes on her. Shepard crossing over, 5 on the shot clock. Harshberger 3 is on its way. It's short, offensive rebound by Thompson, and she will make a U-turn right near the EKU bench. Now drive in on the right side, try to pitch it over to a teammate in Gardner, and it's out of bounds. It will stay with the Redhawks with 14 seconds to do something with. 2-3 possessions for Southeast Missouri, and they will lob it in once again to Thompson. Thompson goes straight away. Left side, they swing it to Shepard. She'll hoist a 3 and hit. Carrie Shepard with her second made 3 of the game. And in the top 10 in the country and made 3-pointers, Southeast Missouri has their largest lead of the game at 4, 18-14. Green goes off the glass and answers the run as she scores for her 7th point. And it's 18-16. 4 minutes to play in the first half. Right side, Rose Scott drives in. Over to Thompson. Thought about going up for the shot. Now flips it over to a teammate in the corner. That is Scott. Lob it down low in the right block to Thompson. Gets the defender up in the air. Shot no good. Offensive rebound by Gardner, and she is fouled. Going up by the Colonels. Eastern Kentucky was winning the rebounding margin, but not no more. As Southeast Missouri really coming strong on the glass. 21-14 advantage on the boards. And it'll be 2 shots for Denisha Gardner. 7 of the 21 for Southeast Missouri. Rebounds have come offensive. And the first foul shot gets wedged between the backboard and the rim. Don't see that every day. And Denisha Gardner, a 35% free throw shooter, and you see why on that one. Now 8 of 24 from the foul line. She shoots into the EKU band, and she missed them both. Mowbray tries to close out and falls down, trying to get the rebound, and it winds up in the hands of Scott. Shepard all on 3. She's dangerous. She missed one, and it's too strong in the rebound to Bria Bass for Eastern Kentucky. Here comes Stanton crossing over. Now gives it over to Davis. She'll drive baseline. Bounce pass at the feet of Ilea Green, and it's stolen away by Southeast Missouri. Shepard weaving her way through traffic, and it's stripped from her by Samari Mowbray, and the Colonels catch a break there as the turnover, number 6 for Southeast Missouri. Colonels down by 2, 18-16, 3:15 to play second quarter. Davis coming off a screen, gives it over to Stanton. She will let it fly from 3. It doesn't draw iron. Green tries to save it, and it goes into the hands of Carrie Shepard for the Redhawks. Here is a teammate in Taylor running the floor and scoring. Jocelyn Taylor, a 6-foot senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Scored 8 points in 13 minutes Thursday against Moorhead. And the Redhawks have a 4-point lead, 20-16. Davis, straight away pump fake. Left side to Samari Mowbray. Looking for Green, posting up. Mowbray drives in over to Stanton. Right side, Davis. 3-pointer on its way. No good. 2 straight air balls by the Colonels shooting the 3. And it goes into the hands of Southeast Missouri's Taylor Pruitt, who will jog it into forecourt. Right side to Rose Scott. Scott drives. Scott better be careful or shoelace is untied. Now Gardner gets Green up around in the air, drives around her and scores. Just a simple ball fake on the right elbow by Denisha Gardner. Green bit on it, and Gardner scores. She's got 4. Here comes Bass for Eastern Kentucky. They get it into the hands of Stanton. Davis, a 3. Good for D. Davis. Davis knocks down the 3. 5 points for D. Davis on 2 of 5 shooting. 22-19. Eastern Kentucky trails it by 3. Left side to Rose Scott. Rose Scott will lift the lid on a 3. No good. Offensive rebound scoring is Jocelyn Taylor. Second chance opportunities for Southeast Missouri. Big in this one. Here, Stanton going on the left baseline, and she is fouled with 1:13 to play before half. Southeast Missouri with 9 of their 24 points coming on second chance opportunities. 3 players into the lineup for Southeast Missouri: Latrice Sane, Kennedy Allen, and Buzzard returns for the Redhawks. Stanton to inbound it. Davis jumps up and corrals the orange leather. Stanton, a 3 ball on its way. That's no good. And a good shell out by Kennedy Allen, a 6'1 junior from Little Rock, Arkansas. 24-14, under a minute to play here in the second quarter. Lob it up to Tecia Thompson. Thompson drives in, and a blocking foul called on Eastern Kentucky's Bria Bass. Thompson, one of the best players in the conference to get to the free throw line. She will have 2 attempts with the clock arrested at 53.8. Thompson, who is 2 for 2 from the line, eyes it and is now 3 for 3. She extends the Southeast Missouri lead to 6 at 25-19. Southeast Missouri 7th best in the conference, shooting the charity stripes at 69.7. Thompson now 4 of 4 from the foul line, and it's 26-19. Southeast Missouri lead. Mowbray, here comes full court pressure by Southeast Missouri. Colonels get it in across the timeline with 40 seconds to play. 15 on the shot clock. Mowbray picks up her dribble, gives it over to Stanton. Quay will get 2 feet into the paint, over right baseline. Green, swish on the right baseline jumper from Ilea Green, who is playing well. She's got 9 points to lead Eastern Kentucky, 26-21. Back in the 2-3 zone go the Colonels as the crowd tries to get into it here in the final seconds, looking for a stop for the Colonel defense. Left side, Thompson gives it back to Pruitt. Watch out for Thompson here. They come off a screen. 2 seconds to play. Thompson deep 3 on its way. It's no good. And good defense by Eastern Kentucky to wrap up the final minutes or final seconds of the first half. 26-21, Southeast Missouri with a 5-point lead as we go to the locker room. This is Colonel basketball from Learfield IMG College. Sure.
You know, she's going to get her point. She's got 10, but we're holding Thompson right now.
And basketball is a game of runs, and I thought Southeast Missouri opened the second quarter on a big run. But on Thursday, when Martin kind of opened up on their big run, they kind of just exploded. And after that, you were behind the 8 ball trying to catch up by double digits. I thought you did a good job of withholding that run, keeping it manageable.
Something we're trying to preach to them is, like you said, basketball's a game of runs. We're going to have ours. They're going to have theirs. Whoever puts their head down is in trouble.
Yeah.
If we don't do that, we'll be in the game. This is the best, you know, probably the whole year that somebody's played them and held them to 26 at half. Yeah. They average 74 points a game. That's not our issue. Yeah. We're going to be able to hold them and play in the game. We've got to find a way to score the basketball. I think we just talked to them inside, and I think we're going to have some things to come at them with, adjust a little bit. Our kids just got to be ready to shoot and attack, and we should be in a good spot.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
That's Associate Head Coach Matt Toon as the Colonels trail by 5 here at halftime, 26-21. See what the Colonels draw up here as we get ready for the second half. Colonel fans, EKU Athletics celebrates its partnership with UK Healthcare. UK Healthcare is orthopedic surgery and sports medicine, the official team physicians for EKU Athletics. Eastern Kentucky looking for their 3rd conference win on the year as Southeast Missouri looking to go to 8-2 on the year. In conference play, they opened up the second quarter on a 7-0 run. Eastern Kentucky opened the game, scoring the first 5 points. Eastern Kentucky shooting 33% from the field. Southeast Missouri 1 point behind them at 32. Ilea Green leads Eastern Kentucky in scoring with 9 carries. Shepard leads all scorers with 10. It'll be Southeast Missouri basketball to open up the third quarter in the second half here from courtside McBray Arena on a Saturday afternoon, the first day of February. Eastern Kentucky will open up, looks like in a man-to-man. Saw primarily 2-3 zone in the first half. They switch it up to man. Left side, Taylor Pruitt puts down the dribble, drives, now goes into the paint, and it's stolen away from Eastern Kentucky. Ilea Green comes away with it. Goodlet wants to push over to Bass, drives in and walks with it. Bass with the head of steam. And she commits her first turnover of the game. And Eastern Kentucky will go back on defense, down by 5. Harshberger gives it over left side to Shepard. Shepard, who's hit 2 threes in the game. Right side to Harshberger. 5 count on. They find a cutting teammate in Pruitt. Pruitt guarded by Green. Shot no good. Mowbray does not block out. And it's an offensive rebound by Southeast Missouri. And can't get the shot from in close to fall. And it's a rebounding foul in Southeast Missouri as Eastern Kentucky got the shot, or got the rebound. and it's a foul called on the Redhawks. And that'll send up their 2-2-1 full court pressure. Goodlet calmly gets it into the center of the floor to Davis. Over to Bass. Good pass from Bass to Ilea Green, and she scores on the other end. Ball movement, that's a way to break the press. And Ilea Green is into double figures for the 8th time. 26-23. Gardner gives it over left side to Shepard as Davis stays on her. Right side to Taylor Pruitt. Mowbray high hands. Pruitt gets a screen, step back three on its way. Too strong, battle for the rebound is offensive by Denisha Gardner. She goes up to Tessia Thompson, and she will score. Just a little pitch, and Thompson was cutting, and Thompson gets the basket, and the ball is poked out of bounds. It'll stay with Eastern Kentucky with 8:24 to play here in the third quarter, with Eastern Kentucky down by 5, 28-23. Tessia Thompson with 8. Shepard and Thompson combining for 18 of the 28 Southeast Missouri points. Goodlet slaps the left hand against the orange basketball. Get it right back on the inbound pass from Bria Bass. Left side, Quay Stanton. Up straight away to Goodlet. Wants a screen, now goes right side. High post, they work it to Ilea Green. Lob pass down low to Bass. Good catch by Bass. Over to Stanton, the corner three, no good. Ilea Green, offensive rebound, rolls in there. Ilea Green with a little shooter's roll. She's got 13. 3 shy of tying her career high. 16 against Tennessee Tech. 28-25. As Thompson crosses over at the shins, back and forth. Right side, Pruitt coming off a screen. 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Offensive rebound once again by Denisha Gardner. She averages 6 rebounds a game. Driving baseline is Pruitt. She is stopped. Over to Green. Her shot may have been blocked by Green, but Thompson gets it right back with 8 on the shot clock. Thompson drives in, and a foul called on the Colonels. Southeast Missouri now with 14 offensive rebounds. They only have 3 more defensive rebounds than they do offensive. So we stay 28-25 with the Redhawks with the basketball underneath their own basket. Latrice Sane checking in. Sane gets it on the inbound, goes into the middle, cut off, over to Pruitt. Thought about a 3, now will hoist one up. Front rim, no, and we have a foul called over the back on Southeast Missouri's Latrice Sane. They get the 6'4" redshirt junior with her second foul. And it's 7:15 in the third quarter with Eastern Kentucky down by 3. They will face a full court pressure by Southeast Missouri, but the Colonels get it into forecourt. Goodlet angles in front of her coach, who is trying to get her players where she wants them to be. Mowbray, three-pointer for the tie is no good. Bass tries to save it in, but can't, and it will go to Southeast Missouri. Eastern Kentucky 2 of 14 from 3. They are 6 for their last 40 overall. Thompson a 3, no good. And it's trying to chase down the rebound was Jocelyn Taylor, and it goes out of bounds to Eastern Kentucky. Katie Kafis in for the first time for the Colonels, the 6-foot senior from Shawnee, Kansas. Only the second player off that Eastern Kentucky bench. Kafis gets it in the middle, breaks the press. Goodlet, stop pop from 15, no good. Doesn't draw iron. And in the rebound to Southeast Missouri. Up by 3 are the Redhawks. Thompson drives in, and she is fouled. They're going to get Terry Goodlet with the foul called. That's number 3 on her, and the second team foul here in the third quarter. With the clock halted at 6:33. Tessia Thompson is 4 of 4 from the line tonight. Make it 5 of 5. She's a top 5 player coming out of high school in the state of Tennessee. Broke into the top 10 all-time in scoring last game at Southeast Missouri. She knocks down the second free throw. Thompson now into double figures for the 16th time this year and the 64th of her career. 5'10" junior from Memphis. Bass breaks the pressure, gives it over to Kafis. Dribble handoff to Davis. Davis pounds that right hand dribble, now switches it into her left hand. 30-25, Southeast Missouri with a 5-point lead. Davis right side, Bass, three ball on its way, in and out, no good. And a rebounding foul called on Southeast Missouri as Ilea Green was trying to get the inside position. And it will go on Latrice Sane. That's number 3 on her. Colonels down by 5. 4 minutes played here in the third quarter. Bass gets it on the inbound and walks with it. Bria Bass commits the 8th turnover of the game for Eastern Kentucky. And the Colonels will go back on defense down by 5. 30-25. Thompson drives in on Bass, swings it right side of Taylor Pruitt, looking to lob down low, and a great read by Ilea Green. And as she intercepts the pass, and it's the 8th turnover for Southeast Missouri. Right side Bass over to Stanton. She'll drive baseline, go behind the back, over Kafis, catch, release, 3, yes! Katie Kafis has now hit a 3 and 10 of her last 11 games. 82% of her points are coming from long distance. The senior averaging 3 points a game, cuts it to 2, 30-28. Pruitt picks up her dribble. Left side to Tecia Thompson. Thompson drives in. Left shot from 2 is no good. Kafis the rebound for the Colonels. They can tie or take the lead with a 3 here. Over to Bass. Back to Kafis. Down low they work it to Green, and it's stolen away by Gardner. Gardner's a good low post player for Southeast Missouri. Does not shoot it a lot, only less than 3 field goal attempts per game, but she does defend well. And here is Taylor, who scores on the left block. Extends the Redhawks lead out to 4. Stanton over to Kafis. Puts down 2 dribbles. Hands it off to Davis. Davis drives in, absorbs the contact, can't get the shot to fall. Green tries to fight for the rebound, and it's last touch off the 6'2 junior's hands, and is a timeout on the dead ball. It will go to Southeast Missouri when we return with 4:34 to play in the third quarter. Southeast Missouri 32, Eastern Kentucky 28. This is .434 to play here in the third quarter with Eastern Kentucky down by 4. Eastern Kentucky defense, 3rd in the conference in field goal percentage defense. They are holding a team that leads the OVC in points at nearly 74 a ball game to 32 here, just past the midway point here in the third quarter. Rose Scott has it for Southeast Missouri, trying to find Thompson. They do. Thompson drives in on Bass. Off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound by Gardner. Over to Shepard, 3. In and out, no good. Battle for the rebound is chased down, and last touch by the visitors from the Cape Girardeau. It'll go to Eastern Kentucky. Well, this Southeast Missouri team, you can see why they are so good at offensive rebounds, and particularly Denisha Gardner. Kafis has it, defended closely by Gardner. Gives it over to Davis, back to Mowbray. Colonels down by 4. Stanton drives in, 17 feet, over to Kafis. Katie will drive in, right side. Davis on a bounce to Bria Bass, and a foul called on the low post pass on Southeast Missouri's Jocelyn Taylor. Ilea Green back in for Samari Mowbray for the Colonels. Second foul on Taylor. That is the 4th team foul on Southeast Missouri, so 1 more in the quarter. And that will mean 2 free throw attempts for Eastern Kentucky. Stanton fakes the inbound pass, right corner to Kafis. Shepard comes out and defends her. Kafis drives in, pulls up from 15, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound, and we have a tie-up, and it will stay with Eastern Kentucky as Bass was crashing the glass. And it will give Eastern Kentucky a fresh 20 seconds. Davis almost got that shot to fall in. 3:37 to play, third quarter. Green gets the inbound pass. Stanton crosses over, gets 2 feet into the lane, and cannot get the shot to fall. But she is fouled on her way up. So Quay Stanton will go to the line for the 5th and 6th free throw attempts for Eastern Kentucky of the game. The 5'6" junior is a 59% free throw shooter, and she calmly knocks down the first one. Quay Stanton, who had 8 points, tied a season high 7 rebounds, also 4 assists Thursday against UT Martin. Shooting 41% in the last 4 games. Second one, too strong. Seems like a lot of the free throw opportunities for the Colonels, they are going 1 for 2. Can't make them both. And it's a 3-point game, 32-29. Rose Scott drives baseline all the way around to the other side. Right side, make it straight away. 3 ball on its way by Scott is no good. And there for the rebound is Ilea Green. Green now with her 5th rebound of the game. Over to Davis. Green, 15-footer, looks good, in and out, no good. A high arcing shot is chased down in the rebound to Rose Scott for the Redhawks. Here comes Pruitt. She will now put on the brakes with her team up by 3. Less than 3 minutes to play in the third. Scott picks up her dribble on the right wing over to Taylor, 16 feet from the basket. Taylor drives in, absorbs the contact, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilea Green. So 15 on the shot clock. Eastern Kentucky will play defense. Down by 3. Tecia Thompson returns for Taylor Pruitt. Shepard looking to inbound it. And a foul called on Eastern Kentucky's Bria Bass. Second foul on Bria Bass. Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do. Fortunately, Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and auto insurance. It's a good thing, too, because having a home is hard work. Go to geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. A jump shot by Shepard is no good, and it will stay with Southeast Missouri. Eastern Kentucky getting out-rebounded by 15, 39-24. But they are only down by 3. Lob pass up top to Rose Scott. Right side to Taylor, back to Scott. Scott drives in. May have got away with a walk, but it scores off the glass. Rose Scott, the 5'8" freshman from Arkansas, 34-29. Southeast Missouri with the lead. Bass dribbling and has it stripped from her. Here comes the Redhawks, 2-on-1 the other way. Rose Scott off the glass and in. Back-to-back baskets by the freshman who averages 5 points a game, only scored 2 in 14 minutes Thursday against Moorhead. And it's just like that. It's a 7-point Redhawk lead. Davis gets a screen from Green over to Stanton. Stanton drives in, loses it, gives it over to Bass, who missed the shot. Bria Bass cannot find the bottom of the basket in conference play. Scott, left baseline jumpers, good. 3 straight baskets by Rose Scott, who averaged 25 points a game in high school. And it's a 9-point Southeast Missouri lead. Bass, straight away, gets a screen from Green. Bass drives in and a charge. So the last 3 possessions for Eastern Kentucky, it's 2 turnovers by Bria Bass and an offensive foul on the junior from Tucker, Georgia. And Southeast Missouri with a 6-0 run as we go near the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter. Thompson gets Green up in the air, 15-footer by Taylor, good. Jocelyn Taylor scores. She's got 8, 2 above her average, and it's an 11-point Southeast Missouri lead, the largest of the ball game. Davis trying to crossover, guarded closely by Carrie Shepard. It's an 8-0 Southeast Missouri run 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Kafis a three, that's no good. Shepard the rebound for the Redhawks. Shepard running over to Gardner. Her shot is blocked at the rim by Kafis, and Katie comes away with the rebound. Here is Stanton driving all the way around. Does not have numbers. Goes up for the shot. No good. Offensive rebound by Green. Kafis over to Davis. Three ball on its way. No good. And the rebound to Denisha Gardner of Southeast Missouri, who will hold for the last shot here in the third quarter. Rebounding has been the big margin here in this one. Shepard a three, deep three, that's no good. And the buzzer sounds on the third quarter. 40-29. 9.5 to play in the ball game. Left wing, Green puts down the dribble. Flips it over to Mowbray. 10 on the shot clock. Goodlet gets it from Mowbray. Goodlet, head fake. At 5 on the shot clock. Right corner three, Green can't get it. Eastern Kentucky's three shooting not good. 3 for 18 as the rebound controlled by Southeast Missouri. Tecia Thompson will go into forecourt. Right side to Scott. Scott puts down the dribble, gets 2 feet into the paint. Shot is rejected at the rim by Aaliyah Green, and Green clears it for the Colonels. That is the third block of the game by, make it the fourth block of the game by Aaliyah Green. She's now up to 38 blocks on the year, and a turnover by Eastern Kentucky as they give it right back to the Redhawks. Taylor over in the corner to Scott. Eastern Kentucky in a 2-3 zone. They'll make it man-to-man as they go right side to Shepard. Shepard puts down the dribble. Double team comes on her. Right side to Thompson. Goes into the middle, gets around Mowbray. Shot no good, and she is fouled with 3 on the shot clock. And that'll send Thompson to the line where she is 6 for 6 on the night, or on the afternoon. Malia Bell checks in for Eastern Kentucky. First time we're seeing the freshman from Winchester, Kentucky. Kennedy Allen returns for Southeast Missouri. Rika Patterson, who is in her 5th season for the Redhawks, looking for a 7-game win streak. It's the longest active win streak in the OVC. Thompson makes the first one. She's now got 11. Southeast Missouri went 8-3 in the non-conference with wins over Ole Miss, Arkansas State, and Southern Illinois. Couple impressive wins in the non-conference, and Thompson is now 8 for 8 from the line. 8 of her 12 points have coming from the charity stripe. Goodlet with her team down by 15. Sets the play in motion for the Colonels. Right side, on a bounce to Malia Bell. Bell puts down the dribble, right baseline, finds a cutting teammate, Goodlet. 3 ball on its way, too strong. And the rebound to Jocelyn Taylor. Right side, Taylor works it over to Thompson. 14 feet right elbow, over to a cutting teammate in Taylor. And the Redhawks keep the run going. It is now a 14-0 run by the Redhawks. Stanton drives in, throws up a wild, out-of-control shot, and it goes into the hands of a Redhawk player, but she was standing on the inbound line. Latrice Sane will check in. Replaces Jocelyn Taylor. It was 32-29 at one point. And late in the third quarter, Bell gets the inbound pass and scores, and she is fouled going up to the rim. And it will be an opportunity for Malia Bell to convert a 3-point play. The freshman from George Rogers Clark. And converts. Cuts it to a 14-point game. It was 32-29 at 3:31 in the third quarter. Since then, on that basket by Bell, it erases a 14-0 run. Thompson, right side to Sane. She is doubled, and Goodlet comes away with the steal for Eastern Kentucky. Goodlet running the other way. Over to Bell. Bell will drive in against Sane, and Sane rejects it. Green Clears it for Eastern Kentucky, though. And Stanton, a little running shot is no good. And into the hands of Tecia Thompson. Thompson drives in, spin move into the middle of the lane, and she is fouled by Eastern Kentucky's Quay Stanton. Southeast Missouri will go to the line for 2 more, where they are 8 for 10 from the foul line. All 8 makes coming from Tecia Thompson. Bria Bass in for Quay Stanton. And Tecia Thompson back to the line for her 9th and 10th attempt, and she misses finally. An 80% free throw shooter who has scored in double figures now in 11 straight games. Second one got it. And it's a 15-point lead again. Thompson out. Scott returns for the Red Hawks. Coach Patterson likes the toughness of Rose Scott as she brings a championship mentality to Southeast Missouri. Goodlett, right side of Davis, back to Terry Goodlett. 6.5 to play in the 4th quarter. Eastern Kentucky down by 15. Malia Bell gives it over to Ilea Green. Hook shot in the middle of the lane. Good for Ilea Green. She's got 15. She's played well. 1 rebound shy of a double-double for the 6'2 junior from Louisville, Kentucky. 47-34. Right side. Red Hawks work it with a 13-point lead. Straightaway 3 on its way in, and we have a foul away from the ball. So count the 3 by Shepard, and we have a foul called on Eastern Kentucky. That is the 3rd made 3 of the game by Carrie Shepard. And it could be a 5 or 6 point trip down the floor for the Red Hawks if they score here. Scott will inbound with the 5 count on. Right side to Shepard. Shepard will drive in, floating pass down low to Latrice Sane. Can't get the little contested shot from 6 to fall. And the rebound to Eastern Kentucky's Terry Goodlett. Colonels down by a sweet 16. Left side to Goodlett. She'll use a screen by Green, and the 3 balls will not rain in. Goodlett misses it, but Green chases down the rebound, see if they give her credit for it. If it would, it'd be a double-double. But Eastern Kentucky cannot score. Red Hawks go down the other end, and Kennedy Allen scores. Allen, the 6'1 junior from Little Rock, scored 6 points against Eastern Kentucky last year. Her first 2 gives the Red Hawks an 18-point lead. Left side, Terry Goodlett. Straightaway 3 from Green. Looks short, and it is. Offensive rebound by Malia Bell. Her shot is blocked at the rim. Colonels will get a 3rd opportunity with Terry Goodlett. 15 on the shot clock. Harassed legally by Carrie Shepard. Goodlett drives in. Can't get the shot to fall. Alea Green from in close. She is fouled on the way up. Latrice Sane picks up the foul. So if you go back to the last 2 games, Eastern Kentucky is 7 for their last 47 from 3. They have gone 6 minutes and a second with no points, and 8 minutes and 10 seconds between field goals. First free throw by Alea Green is a high arcing shot, and it falls through as it rips the cords. Second one by the junior, it's good. Eastern Kentucky now 6 of 10 from the charity stripe. 52-36. Does Eastern Kentucky have one last run in them? Over to Taylor. Shot from in close is no good. Battle for the rebound. Another offensive rebound by Southeast Missouri. Their 19th offensive rebound of the game. They have out-rebounded the Colonels 47-34. Shot from 15 is no good. And there for her 12th rebound is Eastern Kentucky's Ilea Green. She now has a double-double. And a foul on the floor trying to get Bria Bass. Foul goes on the Redhawks. Timeout on the floor with 4:31 to play. Southeast Missouri 52, Eastern Kentucky 36. This is Colonel basketball. Southeast Missouri with a 52-36 lead over Eastern Kentucky. Just over 4.5 to play here in the ball game. Southeast Missouri looking to go to 8-2 in the conference. Goodlet drives in, and an offensive foul called on Eastern Kentucky's Terry Goodlet. That'll be number 4 on Terry Goodlet. 14-0 run by Southeast Missouri. Eastern Kentucky had a free throw with 3:32 in the third by Quay Stanton to cut it to 32-29. It was a 3-point margin. Colonels do not score again until 7:31 in the fourth quarter on a basket by Bell. And here's a basket by Southeast Missouri as Rose Scott now has 8 points. Scott was a 6-year starter in high school, started every year since 7th grade. Three-pointer is good from Terry Goodlet. Terry Goodlet, that is her first points of the game. And a shot from in close by Southeast Missouri is no good. Rebound to Malia Bell for Eastern Kentucky. Eastern Kentucky's leading scorer in conference play, Terry Goodlet, held scoreless for almost 35 minutes of this one. Three ball on its way is no good once again. Out in the deep left corner by Eastern Kentucky. A rebound to Southeast Missouri. That is their 48th rebound of the game. Their season high in rebound is 54 against Missouri St. Louis. 54-39. We stay with 3:15 to play in the fourth quarter. Looking to backdoor, they find Shepard, goes off the glass and scores. Carrie Shepard now with her 12th point. Just about 5 shy of her season average. Shepard, who enjoys playing the Xbox. She has hit turbo mode here in Richmond with 12 points. Right side, Ilea Green, a right baseline jumper is no good. Eastern Kentucky shooting numbers falling drastically like the temperature outside. 27%, 15 of 55, 56-39. Left side to Scott. 56-39, Southeast Missouri all alone underneath the basket. And Denisha Gardner scores. She's got 6 points. Eastern Kentucky has only made 6 made field goals in the second half. Give credit to Southeast Missouri on the defensive end. Goodlet drives in over to Bass. Drives baseline, cut off. Approaching the 2-minute mark to play here in Richmond. Goodlet a 3, good. Terry Goodlet now with 2 threes. She's got 6 points total. Only scored 4 points in 37 minutes Thursday against UT Martin. That was a season low in conference play for the junior from Louisville. 58-42. Left side to Shepard. They work it over to a teammate in Gardner, who misses the shot from in close. And the rebound to Eastern Kentucky's Ilea Green. Green has been one of the lone bright spots for Eastern Kentucky as they turn it over again, and a foul called on the Colonels. 16 turnovers now for Eastern Kentucky. Ilea Green with 17 points, 13 rebounds. Katie Kafis and Quay Stanton return for the Colonels. Malia Bell, Terry Goodlet take a seat with 89 seconds to play. Head coach Rika Patterson looking to go above 500 with her career record. Carrie Shepard misses the first free throw attempt. Patterson, an associate head coach at Ball State for 2 years, as Shepard knocks down the second free throw. Also spent time on the Baylor coaching staff with All-American Brittany Griner. Also previous stops at Creighton, Ball State again, and Eastern Illinois. 59-42, Kafis 3 on its way, that's no good. And there for the rebound is Taylor Pruitt. The Southeast Missouri team looking to sweep the road trip and looking to win their 7th game in a row and get their 9th victory on the road. They will win 7 in a row. 161 seconds run off the game clock here in Richmond. A foul called on Eastern Kentucky. That'll be number 3 on Aaliyah Green. Rose Scott to the line, a 53% free throw shooter. Scored 13 points in a game earlier this year against Evansville. First one is good by Scott. She's got 9. Those 13 points are her season and career highs. She goes 1 for 2 from the line. And it's a 60-42 game. 50 seconds to play. Cafus is 18-footer, no good. Green still battling hard for the rebound. And she is fouled. Aaliyah Green with now 14 rebounds. 1 shy of her career high, 15 against Eastern Illinois. Stanton with the 5 count on, lobs it in to Aaliyah Green. Over to Stanton, who hoists a 3 that's no good. Cafus an offensive rebound. Over to Davis, 3, short. And the rebound to Sophie Buzzard. And Southeast Missouri will have to take at least one more shot or take a shot clock violation as we run down the final 30 seconds here in Richmond. This Southeast Missouri team, they are a much improved squad from last year, as the Redhawks will get their 8th conference win on the year. As it's turnover on the other end, Stanton will drive in and go off the glass and score with 4.1. Final seconds run down. That is the ball game. Samantha Williams comes over to shake the hand of Southeast Missouri head coach Rika Patterson. Eastern Kentucky falls to the Redhawks. And the loss falls EKU to 8-13.